Here we go. The Moonology book on this new moon eclipse energy of this card, which is really beautiful. And then we're actually going to do like a little reading with an eclipse little thing. We're going to bring in the energy. We're going to bring that over. And then we have an oracle card question for it. So the Moonology deck says, expect powerful change. If you want information that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. That goes back to how long an eclipse cycle can be, right? However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at this moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up. All you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attune to the moon. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card. This is my favorite. I love this. Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Additional meaning. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Can we get a lookup and a drop in the chat or in comments what the word shunted means? Because that means like you ain't got a fucking choice. That shunted might be my new favorite term for Pluto, depending upon its actual meaning. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be my favorite word for Pluto. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. The teaching. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead and face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. There we go. I love that. Okay. So I'm going to put this off to the side and let's get into this reading and these questions. All right. Ancestors, spirits, thank you so much. What? All right. Ground. As we go into this eclipse, what do we need to reflect on? That is the first question. As we go into this eclipse, what do we need to reflect on? Okay. What do we need to reflect on? Well, hello. Okay. All right. First question. How can we receive downloads and or ask for support? How can we receive? Thank you. Okay. How do we need to look after ourselves? And then what needs to change? What needs to change as we go into this eclipse? Ooh. And how do we transform? How do we transform during this eclipse? Hold, please, consulting. Okay. All right, so these over here. So we kind of got this like this little arc path, right? little eclipse path that we have here. All right, so let's get into these cards and this reading. Let me make sure we can see everything, and I will make sure, audio listeners, that you have what we are looking at here. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. The world isn't waiting for you. And as we go into this eclipse season, what do we need to reflect on? And what came out was the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. And I have the High Priestess underneath the Cups and the Pentacles. And I'm seeing this almost as a, like, what do we need to reflect on? It's like, where have you been? What have you been doing? Like, how have you showed up as this High Priestess? How have you showed up for your journey? How have you showed up in maturity? How have you showed up in taking the next steps, even if they were unclear? Even if you weren't sure where? How have you done the work? What do we need to reflect on? First of all, the Seven of Pentacles, that can be harvest, that's bounty. It can also mean celebration, right? You've done things. You have done things. You have changed. You shouldn't be the same as you were since 2015, since last year, hopefully. There are things that you have planted and that have grown. Things have come to fruition. Even if right now your whole world feels like it's falling the fuck apart, you still have done things. You still have made things happen. And it's really about grounding with this High Priestess, grounding in internally to the knowing that all things happen for you, not to you. And changing, and this is why I love that the Eight of Cups is here, changing your direction on that. You can look here, like, do you see 8 cups with a hole between this top cup? Do you see a missing cup? Or do you see an opportunity to get another cup to complete this picture? Your choice. You have choices on how to look at all these things. You can look at that, woe is me. You can look at that as I have grown and developed and I have planted things and things have come to fruition. And I can keep doing them. So really ground in. This High Priestess is so much giving me, get grounded, get very deep into yourself and reflect on all of your wins. Reflect on where you have had holes. How are you going to make sure that those holes get filled in the future? Reflect on what this process has been for you, right? If you look here in this Seven of Pentacles, not each one of these pentacles is the same size. They're not the same size. So if they're not the same size, that means some are growing bigger than others, which means you did something to some of your dreams to get them to flourish, your manifestations to become abundant, to become Jupiterian, become bigger, right? And some still need a little work. Reflect on what is that? That's what what this eclipse season is all about. Reflect on that. And guess what? Not only do you have these 7, you still are missing 3 pentacles. You still got 3 more to go. So you're planting also new seeds. What is it going to take to water those? What is it going to take to make those grow? And you can't do that without being grounded in your reflection. Grounded in the things that you need to change the next time around. Learning from people. And this is where we get into how do we receive downloads or ask for support? This, as much as this is a solo journey, it is also a very shared experience. There is one man in this 8 of Pentacles, so we've graduated from the 7 to the 8, hard at work. But when we look at how can we receive downloads and ask for support, well, first of all, if you're not grounded and reflecting on the things that you need to change, the universe, your guides, your spirits, whatever that is for you, your ancestors, have no idea what to bring into your path that's going to help you because you're not clear. You're not clear. You're not grounded. So get grounded, get clear, get your why down, get all of these things down, write it. Power of writing, y'all. Power of writing things down is real. Look, we just got these from Amazon. Get yourself a little notebook, spend the $16 to get a pack of them. They were a pack of 16 for 16 bucks. That's $1. Get a pack of them, get a pen, get a pencil. Write your why in pen, write your path in pencil. Purpose in pen, path to get there in pencil. And get it done, right? Get it done. And that's what how do we receive downloads, ask for support? Well, you gotta get halfway. You gotta meet the universe halfway. You already gotta be doing the work. You already gotta be there in order to receive. Right? One of my favorite little jokes or analogs was the one about where a guy was asking God and praying to God over and over and over and over again his whole life. Please let me win the lottery. Please let me win the lottery. Please. And every night it was in his prayers, every single night. And he never won the lottery. When he passed, he asked God, how come you never answered my prayers? And God said, because you never went and bought a ticket. You gotta meet God halfway. You gotta meet the universe halfway. There's action that is needed from you to get all of this to flow and happen. Not only that, but this also really signified asking for support. This is also not a solo mission, right? You have to do the work. You have to be the one, just like I had to be the one to sign up for the 1K YouTube challenge with Think Media. I had to be the one to show up to all the lives. I had to be the one to do my homework, do the things that I needed to do, take the information and the application and put it into my book, my information here. I had to be the one to do all of that. But I don't know what they know. So now this is where asking for support. Where is your gaps? Where are your gaps? And who is in your group? What mentors can you get? What guidance can you get? What classes can you get? What things can you get to fill that gap? What can you get? So that's how we ask for support. Noble the Gamer, thank you. Shunt, to push or shove someone or something. Yeah, that's a total Pluto word. Pluto shunts all the fuck over the place. Hold on, we're gonna get that on the clip. Pluto shunts all over the place. That's gonna be my new alignment. I have learned something today. We are growing. How do we need to look after ourselves? So at the top of this apex of this eclipse, we have the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. How do we need to look after ourselves? Do the damn work. We are no longer the energy. The time has passed, y'all. The energy has passed. We are no longer in the time of hibernation. I don't know if you got the memo. Seasons changed. Aries season came around, right? Like, we are done being in hibernation. We are woken up. It is time to take action. And that is how you can look after yourself. You can look after yourself by applying the things that you are rooted in, by applying the things that you know that you need, by taking the action that you need with seeking help and asking for support to fill the gaps that you have. That is where you get to looking after yourself. Start getting to work. start taking action. It doesn't matter what that action is. It needs to be toward your goal. If your action is to buy on Amazon today, this 16 pack of books, I will throw it in the description box for you afterwards. So there's no excuse where you can't, I don't know which one to get. There's so many options. I will narrow it down for you, right? Here's the support. I'm here. Hi, here to support you. Maloney Adams, your support. You're welcome. I'm here for that. I can definitely do that. But even if this is your only action, is to buy these books to get them delivered, so that way you can write down the things you need to write down. What action you're taking, that is still action. Even if the action for you at this moment is to get a spiritual bath, cleanse your aura, if it's to go to yoga, if it's to meditate, if it's to go for a walk, take action. Take action towards what you are going for. What is being brought into you. Action is needed. And the Emperor, that is Mars. Hands down. Hands down, we got Mars on his throne. Yeah, he's in, get it, he's in Cancer. He is still powerful in Cancer. He can still do some things in Cancer. Might not be comfortable, but he can get it done. He can still sit on this motherfucking throne and look great. Look in power. Look like no matter what falls apart around him, I'm still sitting here. I have responsibilities, things I got to do. Change mindset. That's what I'm getting from this Emperor. Change mindset. As you're doing this work, change your mindset. These are things that you get to do, not that you have to do. You get to create. This is such a powerful message. You get to create your world with the universe. Whoa. That's what you get to do. How fucking exciting is that? Like, that's the coolest shit I have ever heard. You get to create your world, your life with the universe. Active participant. That is you. You get to do that. Ooh. And own that. Man. Like, look, it's such a wonderful day to be alive. We are alive. Anybody that's watching this right now, whether you are live with me, first of all, thank you. Shout out to you for showing up. This is also taking action, right? Listening to these messages. You're taking action. Even if you're watching this on the replay, even if you're not seeing and you're an audio listener, y'all, you are here. You woke up today. You took a breath. We are still breathing. We have air to breathe. We are alive, and that is a gift. And we get to create this life with the universe. Sit on that damn throne and start doing it. Start taking your action. Start getting it done. And the ancestors, for sure. Anytime the 3 comes out, y'all know me. Y'all know me by now. The 3 comes out. We got ancestors here. This is coming in. They are here to support as well. And they are here to help you look after yourself too. All right. What needs to change? I think I kind of already covered this maybe in all of this other nonsense, but we got the 8 of Swords. What needs to change? You. Limiting mindset. Issues. Bondage. Fear. Ugh. All of that's got to change. And it's not that it needs to change like all of a sudden you like 2 seconds in, you're like, I'm a whole changed individual. No. This is your life. We are not playing for the short term. This is all long-term vision. This is all the end in mind. We are all going to die. End in mind. What do I want to accomplish between now and then? That's what we're working with, right? So it's going to continue to be a process, but you got to start changing that. You got to start somewhere. Again, just take one action point. Even, this Eight of Pentacles, asking for support, would be just a simple call to get a therapist. That's action to start getting through some of these things. I am triggered all the time. Half of these messages are, I'm like, what is that going to mean? Guys, it's how you react, how you overcome, how you work through it. And those timelines get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter as you do your work. As you become the emperor and you do your work and you sit on that throne, all of this bondage, these ropes become looser and looser and looser. And by the way, this is all your choice. This is all, you are the one that gets yourself out of this. And then how do we transform? So, yay, we get ourselves out of it. How do we transform? And we've got this like glob of cards here. So we have, again, I love that our friendly boatman is still here. We've got the Six of Swords, the Hermit, and then underneath those two is the Three of Swords, Judgment, and the Knight of Rods. So how do we transform going into this eclipse cycle? How do we transform? Again, we can break through from these bondages. We're asking for help. We're reflecting, we're grounded, we're doing all the things that we need. And then again, I cannot say this enough during this reading. Get in the boat, start moving towards your direction. But here's the thing with the Six. So we talked about there's this direction in the horizon, but if you really look at the card, and I'm bringing it up here, it's really unclear what it is. It kind of looks like a mountain. It kind of looks like clouds. It kind of looks like there could be a castle back there or something, but it's really unclear. And that's what we need to transform. That's why the Hermit is here. We need to transform and get very clear going into this eclipse. What is it that our internal self is pushing us towards? And again, I hear it all the time. This is not new news. This is not something that, like, this star on the Hermit has been shining for a minute now. It's been shining for a minute. It knows. It already is there. It's just gaining the clarity of what does it mean, right? That's through this deep reflection, which is also that signifier of the Hermit. And also transforming, like, as you go through that process of really determining what that is for you, it's like this foundation of, don't worry about the heartache. Let that go. Let that, right? Hold on, let me go back to this Moonology deck. What did it say? Well, first, you're being shunted towards your life purpose. Let's just bring that back around because it's not my new favorite word. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. And it also said, have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. Transform. This at the bottom here is all supportive of getting clear. You have to transform this. Whatever that heart block is, you've got to transform through this. You have to get back into your faith, back into that deep resonance. Again, Jupiter doesn't have a big part to play in this eclipse, but it is in Aries, and it definitely is close enough, depending upon how you read charts, to have energetic influence, to use it for what it can be. get Jupiter in the Judgment. Use it for what it can be. It can be this beautiful ability to remain deep in faith, very positive, prayed up, as Moni likes to say. And then we have the Knight of Rods. I love that out of all of this. So look at this whole spread here. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the Knight of Rods are the only cards that are looking to the future. That 7 of Pentacles aligned with asking for support. It's doing your work, getting the things that you need, filling your gaps, right? Asking the right people, getting the right people involved. And then this 6 of Swords is in that boat. Dude, you don't know where you're going. You know you're going and you know it's good. You know it's good. And it's just gaining that clarity on the outside. And the Knight of Rods is going to help you navigate. This is the action. Rods are action. They're fire energy. They want to help you navigate. Utilize the energies that you have. Light some sort of fire with the rod. Light some sort of fire. Look, even on Judgment, this Gabriel's horn is like all lit up. Light some sort of fire underneath this that lets you stoke those flames, that lets you transform, that open yourself up to the possibilities, because the Knight sees the possibilities. Your driver sees the possibilities. Your help sees the possibilities. Now it's about you seeing your possibilities, you owning your possibilities, you owning your purpose. All right, we're going to get the there they are. We're going to get the Oracle card, and the Oracle card that the question that we're going to be asking for the Oracle card is, and it really goes right to what I was just saying about owning your purpose. What are we here to contribute? Because really, we're here to contribute ourselves, right, to the collective, beyond our planet collective. We've got cosmic entities, galactic energies, ancestry, lineage. We, like us coming up and showing up and heading into our power, getting very clear, owning our power. That's how we contribute to the whole. That's how we fulfill our purpose here and our purpose with the collective. So what is the guidance that you have as we go into this eclipse season? Thank you. All right. So, oh my gosh, love. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And I love that it says true north here, because this is the north node, right? We talked about that. This is the direction forward. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Keep going. So for those of you that are on your journey and you've gotten a little off, right? We had this 7 of Pentacles. Some of your pentacles didn't grow as you wanted them to grow. We have this empty cup space. It didn't get exactly where you needed it to go. Totally fine. Stop overthinking it. Keep going. Keep going. All right, let's read from the book, and then we will head on to our next delightful topic, which is Taurus season. All right, let's see. So you're already doing it. These are not in order, so please bear with me. Like, okay, where are we? Oh, here we go. 30. Okay. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Do not question things so much. You're on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening, and you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. The Emperor and the 3 of Pentacles up at the top. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. What you have planted soon will blossom. 7 of Pentacles. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. Foundations are steady. Your 3 of Pentacles. Now all that is needed is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought, okay, excuse me, I'm like, wait, that didn't make sense. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to somebody else's. We're going to need a whole repeat of that. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to somebody else's. 8 of Swords. Let that shit go. Stay in your lane. Comparison is not your friend. Water your own garden, knowing that your time to bloom will soon come. Work your light. You are already doing it. Keep going. Wow. And I gotta take a drink after that. And I totally heard all of my ums. That's obviously my communication needs a little work right now. Wow. Okay. That is the Aries solar eclipse reading.